Hi lovelies, this is Cherie from Divine Visions, and I thought I would do a quick reading tonight. It's about 2 a.m. I can't sleep, which is one of the things that I'm going through also is insomnia, but I've had some energy and I thought, wow, I'm going to do a pick a card reading for you guys. So this is a special pick a card reading. It's a love message for you guys. And what I've got here is the Rumi Oracle cards up above, and the Lover's Oracle deck down below here with the love hearts. Each love heart card is connected with the Rumi Oracle above it, okay? So there's 4 readings to choose from, and you may choose more than one if you want to. This is the card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4, okay? So I'll give you a moment to focus on the cards and just focus in on the pictures as to what you're drawn into, okay? Okay, if you chose card number 1, you have Whirling Goddess. And so it says, this is your special message, is lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then that is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and lose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving whilst our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. So there is somewhere you are meant to be. It is here, now, in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole. But your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked, even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return, even as he steps out the front door. Frustrated temporarily, he will chew on some shoes, then fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chewing a little until you are truly through the keyhole when it can rest. Leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. So you are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore you up your sense of self in the world, and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than it is. You are being asked to dance, rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. So if there is an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not, do the sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worry. So you can give your heart permission to lead this dance. You give your mind some time off, no more worry or doubt, planning or resisting. Instead, you surrender. Instead, you open. Instead, you allow, you allow, you allow. And all unfolds with perfection, divine timing, and the miracle of grace. With Rumi as my sole witness, so be it. And so your special message, which is corresponding to this, is Secret Admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And it's basically a message, if we understand that, all that poetry that's coming out from the Rumi Oracle deck, is that you might be too much in your mind wondering about what their feelings are for you, or, does this person really love you? Do they like you? Is there an attraction? Do they think of you? Are you going to be, your focus is really on them, but it's in your mind constantly going around and around and around. And basically this is saying just, dance to, take some dance steps, dance your way through life basically, and allow your mind to just rest. Allow your heart to open so that you can really feel this through the heart chakra, the heart center, not so much in your mind, because your mind is becoming clouded. And it feels to me that, unbeknownst to you, that when you do that, you're blocking the connection between yourself and your secret admirer. Now, the secret admirer could be a soulmate, could be your twin flame, could be someone that you've really fallen in love with and that you already know. Because it feels to me that you're questioning, how does this person feel for me? Are they true? Are you doubting them? And it's all in this the head space. So it's saying just to let it go, and let it flow. Let it flow and just dance through life. Just really be like, almost like a divine goddess or a divine god, just dancing through life and being able to take everything each step as it comes along, and not being able to worry so much about the outcome of things, okay? Because this person, I feel, really, they're saying they have these feelings for you. Then they are letting on, right? Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So whilst you've been worrying because they're putting a block up perhaps themselves, trying to keep it secret or from a distance, but it's saying just keep being the goddess. See, whirling goddess, be the goddess in life, and really embrace that feminine energy within yourself and just flow through life, flow through your issues. Allow yourself to open your heart chakra, okay? Okay, if you chose card number 2, yours is number 5, and it says, I surge on the uprising wave of love. And your special message today says, my life can be summed up in 3 accounts. I was raw, I was cooked, and I was burned. I surge on the uprising wave of love. No gravity can stop me from rising. The moon pulls the tide of life towards her, and my soul in oneness with all of life answers her call. A wave of love consumes me, and upwards I fly, flying through water to greet her shining body. Led by my heart, my wits are addled, and my mind becomes a blurry mess. And so I feel instead, feel the truth of her love, and the divine reflection she shines back at me from her radiant heart. So greater forces of planetary movements affect us all. We experience day and night through the interplay of the earth, sun, and moon. This is a profound and obvious effect. The movements of the cosmos affect us deeply, body and soul. Some movements are perhaps less obvious in form, but are just as great, if not more so, in effect upon our spiritual growth and life experiences. You are going through a cycle, or very soon will be, by which you will be moved by forces greater than your own personal will. This is a karmic period, a time during which the movements of greater planetary bodies will have an impact upon the earth and humanity. This is the way of things, greater cycles affecting smaller ones. The smaller ones are not less important, but they do have to bow to the power of the great, in oneness with the magnificent unfolding divinity that is life itself. So this says, don't try to swim against the tide of your own life journey. Go with it. The divine is there waiting for you, orchestrating waves upon which you may reach the heavenly shore. Yes, the divine is there waiting for you, waiting on a picnic blanket of fabric of the heavens with a sacred feast of earthly bounty just now being unpacked in your honor. Get yourself into that ocean and ride those waves to your sacred date with the divine right now, sweet beloved. Surf's up. So there are changes happening, and they will be out of your control. This is because you are ready for accelerated life change. Rather than paddling, you'll be caught up in a wave and moved further, faster. Let yourself surge on with the energy of what is happening, leading with your heart and just going with whatever unfolds. This will bring you the best fortune and open you up to the divine destiny that is your birthright this lifetime. So your special message in correspondence with this is trust. Okay, it says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. And that's what this message is basically saying with this, is that ride with the waves that are coming along, okay? Look at this big this surge, this uprising wave of love. You're surging with it, this powerful force. It's bringing you to where you're meant to be. Like you are where you're meant to be right now, but you're about to be accelerated and propelled forward into something amazing. Okay, so it's saying trust in the changes that are happening as well. Your transformation is occurring internally within you right now. And even you'll start to see it externally in your physical world. And this could be bringing you closer to your soulmate or making things happen for you so that it's kind of like similar to kind of like the Tower card in a way. It may not be chaotic as such, but and it may not hold so many negative things, but things are being uprooted, things are being shifted now. And it's almost like a prayer being answered, because it's like there's been obstacles in the way, and it's saying trust, because once you accept what's actually happening, everything will suddenly start to fall into place for you. And it may be a little bit turbulent, but you're going to be riding with the wave rather than trying to resist against it, okay, the changes. So this is what's going to occur for you guys, and you're already starting to feel, a lot of you are feeling this already within yourselves, the changes. And there may be some emotional ups and downs during this period as well. And as we say with the full moon, it's all about releasing what no longer serves you in your life. And with the new moon, it's all about bringing in the new beginnings and the fresh energy. So being able to put your new affirmations out there. But this seems to be inevitable. Whatever's going on, all your positive affirmations and intentions that you have set prior, is now going to help shift everything out of the way, and you're going to be moving forward really fast into this. So just trust that the changes are going for the better, okay? It's all going in your favor. Okay, if you chose card 3, we have number 4, the Cloak of Christ. And your special message is, in the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. So my sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beating as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there is any part of your life, of your body, of your soul, that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him, leave nothing cast aside. He and I together receive you absolutely without condition now. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you are taking now, sweet divine soul. In oneness with the divine heart, we know of your efforts and your struggles. So what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you are held in our loving sanctuary. This is really beautiful, this one. A lot of you are needing healing right now, I feel. And it says, you are tired, beloved. Your soul has been ravaged, inside and out, and you are succumbing to struggle that is not karmic or necessary, but a symptom of fatigue and weariness of heart, mind, body, and soul. That which plagues you, whether something specific or a general nagging, malaise or anxiety you cannot quite pin down, is not as powerful as you fear. You are being given a grace here and now that it may be overcome. Remember, your reactions are a symptom of your exhaustion and a sign that you need respite, sanctuary, restoration. They are not a sign that something must be done so much as a sign that something must be received aloud. That something is healing made possible through divine protection. In this instance, protection is bestowed through the cloak of the Christ. So let yourself be cloaked in the Christ energy and receive the spiritual assistance you deserve now. There is a reason for this. The unfolding of your life purpose is taking a turn for the better, and your energy is required to fuel that new life. This is particularly so if you have also drawn the Oracle of Passion for Purpose, which we haven't drawn that today, but this is a very special message that you need to be able to fill your heart and hands with more, okay? Open your heart and your hands to this divine healing, the cloak of Christ, okay? Because it feels to me like a lot of you have been very vulnerable on your path, in your love life especially. And it says, do not hold on to scraps for fear that the feast will be denied to you, okay? You need to open up to this and you need to seek it out because it's there for you. The energy is there. So somebody you might have felt has been holding you back, even energy-wise, like, you know, cutting the cords and stuff might need to be done from between yourself and someone else. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to cut them out of your life for good. It could be just cutting the cords to the negativity that brought or the pain. But also, if it's a very toxic, karmic situation with somebody, you definitely would want to cut all cords from that anyway. So it's about opening your arms to the healing that, you know, is being offered to you from the divine source. Now, your special message with this is close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life, regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So it's very much about opening your arms, your heart to joy. But this, I also feel that you've been very hard on yourself. And there's an inner child aspect here as well, like deep within there's a little girl or a little boy that you need to nurture and heal, okay? And also, you haven't felt worthy of love for a long time. So it's saying that you can open your heart and your eyes to this. You know that you are worthy. You do deserve this beautiful love. You do deserve to feel joyful in life. Someone has taught you in life or put you down a lot, or has basically shown you or taught you that you've been pushed aside, that you don't mean much. And this is saying the exact opposite and reminding you that, yes, you have a light inside your soul and it wants to shine out to the world. It wants to shine out to your soulmate, to your twin flame, you know, and you want to bring this in, you want to draw this love in, but it first comes with self. You need to heal yourself, okay? And that's going to be your positive message for this month. I hope that's helped you. Okay, if you chose card number 4, card number 4, which is actually number 3, but it's card number 4. It's called the Dissolving Light. So your special message says, I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything? When was I ever less by dying? So dare to take my hand and become set alight with holy fire, my cherished one. Step forward with me, let us burn together, dissembled in the light that cannot be extinguished. This is the light that burns with such incandescent truth that no falsehood can withstand its audacious vibrancy. Come with me now to the light, together we shall melt into truth. There is a light so intense, so powerful, that nothing other than itself, its own truth, can exist in its presence. It is the sacred seed, the star of your being, lit up from within. It is the light that never goes out. It is the light that is so powerful it is beyond duality of light and dark, cannot ever be extinguished or diminished, and quite simply, beyond all logic, just is. Certainly no lie or deception, no boundary or defense can remain intact in its presence. The blazing divinity of this light sears through any pretense, annihilates illusions, and takes us into stark experience of divine truth. It is gentleness, and yet it cannot be overcome. It is enduring power, and yet it is tender. Though you seek the divine and even know it as love, you also know that it is fierce, wild, inexplicable, and demanding beyond all measure. It wants you, completely, utterly, without condition. There will be times in your life, such as now, when there is something not worthy of you that must be released. This is a falsehood, a lie, or deception of some sort that you have come to believe about yourself, your life, or perhaps even another. You may know what that deception is, or it may be about to be unveiled. It is not a cause for fear or concern, but for celebration. An illusion has or soon will be released, and you shall become freer, free in a way that only truth can provide. So the beloved divine presence is calling to you, igniting within your deepest being, so that it may have its way with you. The divine wishes to live through you and into the world, reaching into the hearts of many and igniting those hearts into greater life. It is a clever and insatiable lover. It will stop at nothing until the entire human race is restored to the wild divine freedom of ecstatic divine reunion, completely and utterly ignited in love. So your other message here, the other message you have here, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. You guys have been through so much. I feel like you've transmuted so much of the negative energy into positive energy. You've restored yourselves. There's a light burning within you that's ready to be on the mission in life that you need to do. And if this is a twin flame, relationship or connection we're talking about here, it's showing that you're on your path right now. You're ready to embrace this. You're ready to come into reunion with your other counterpart. And it shows that when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. So it's almost like you're going to have a higher perspective of looking at things as well, and being able to dissolve any negativities along the path, along your path. Anything that could cause a disruption or doubt or anything like that is just going to be gone with. It's like, no, you have your focus. You know exactly what you want. You know where your heart lies. You know the truth. Okay, and this is what this is about bringing in your soulmate connection. If you haven't connected with your soulmate, yes, spiritually you are still connected, but if I'm talking physically, if you haven't connected physically, you're going to be drawing in like a magnet, your light shining like a beacon for your soulmate or twin flame to come in. And I feel like, as I said before, there's been a lot of healing done. You've got a lot of healing to spread out to the world. There's a humanitarian aspect to this with you as well. And I feel like, as I said, there's been a lot of healing within, and now it's time to heal outer aspects of yourself as well. The divine wants you to fulfill your mission here on earth. It's time now, okay? And so I feel like you won't do this alone. You're going to do this with your twin flame, or even with a soulmate that comes through that's vibrating at the same frequency that you are. And it says every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. You're going to be making the choices that, the frequency that you're vibrating at, the choices that you make will align with that. So it's not going to be the wrong choice. If you're worried about, oh my God, am I going to make the wrong decision? Don't fret, because I feel like your soul already knows what you need to do. You just got to go within and listen to that, okay? Because you're a shining light and you've got a lot to give to the world. And your soulmate or twin flame is going to be there helping you with that, okay? So I really hope that this message has helped you this month, and I really look forward to connecting with you all next time. Love and blessings.